Hello and welcome back again, my friends. First of all, my name is Peslin Petrus Amenta Stompul, and my student ID number is 20030500049. This time, I will present for you about evolution of L2 motivation in higher education that have been written by Aliha Al-Khori. So I will start the presentation. Motivation. Motivation is a subject of interdisciplinary interest, cutting through such diverse fields of knowledge as education, psychology, sociology, economics, and political science. Motivation is commonly defined as the extent to which the individual works or strives to learn the language because of a desire to do so and the satisfaction experienced in this activity. Motivation in higher education. Part of this temporal dimension is how motivation evolves over the years in higher education. One might be tempted to believe that the higher education student is naturally more motivated than a school child. And still, the higher education student, due to his or her maturity, is expected to hold more responsibility and accountability for the learning process than the school child. Uh, the current study was conducted in Saudi Arabia. This literature review will focus on the studies conducted in the Saudi context, or another study in Al-Atabi 2004. Examine the relationship between use of the language learning strategies and the L2 motivation among Saudi students at the Institute of Public Administration in Riyadh. So, the study found that motivation correlated with all strategies examined. The motivation studies conducted in the Saudi higher education context generally focused on a number of issues other than the macro-temporal aspect. So, the procedure. The procedure of the teacher of each class. The foundation year was asked to choose 4 students. So the teachers were instructed to choose one of the students that they are considered above or average, the 2 average students and below average. So this subjective procedure was only intended to maintain a normal distribution by preventing the teachers from exclusively favoring their best student. So the subjective choice was not considered in the data analysis and the participants were not categorized according to it. And finally, the very few participants did not go beyond the first page in answering the questionnaire, and so they were excluded, and leaving the 145 questionnaires for the data analysis. So in this study, 3 possible explanations of the declining motivation were discussed. A future study will shed more light on which of these or other explanations that is more relevant to which group of learners and why. Future research will also explain why this declining pattern did not apply to the sort. The teacher's motivation may also change over time. The teacher's micro and macro temporal motivation and that of their students might correlate and influence each other. Addressing the interplay of the 2 patterns should be another area of future research. It will be more intriguing if this interplay studied from a dynamic systems theory perspective. So this paper has attempted to investigate the macro-temporal dimension of the L2. Motivation in higher education. So the findings might be interpreted as a confirmation of the gloomy picture of motivational decline, or in a more formulate goals that are more realistic. So in the latter case, their motivation does not actually decline, but enters a new phase. Regardless of which these two interpretations is adopted, teachers should recognize this pattern and accordingly teaching methodologies and motivational strategies. The consistency of the current results with others in the area appears to lend support to measuring motivation through motivational intensity when operationalized in the terms of voluntariness and habituality. So that's all for my explanation about the L2 motivation, and thanks for listening. See you. Thank you.